Hello everyone, I'm Sneha Shri from HCLTech and I'm excited to introduce Auto RFP AgentCore, an AI-powered multi-agent system built on AWS AgentCore and Bedrock that automates the entire pre-sales RFP process, right from document parsing to SOW generation. In enterprise pre-sales, reviewing lengthy RFPs, extracting requirements, clarifying ambiguities, estimating cost, and preparing SOWs take days. Auto RFP AgentCore automates this entire workflow using reasoning-driven AI agents hosted on AWS Cloud. Let's see Auto RFP in action. The user logs in and uploads the RFP document. The RFP document is processing. Meanwhile, I explain what happens in the architecture diagram. Here's how the system works behind the scenes. A user uploads an RFP PDF through a React-based UI. The file goes to Amazon S3, triggering the orchestrator agent hosted on AWS Lambda. This agent coordinates the full workflow across multiple specialized agents. It starts right from RFX parsing agent, which parses the text using AWS Text Wrap. The flow and control then goes to clarification agent, which identifies the missing information and asks clarification questions. And the clarification.json file is stored in DynamoDB. The inputs from the input of architecture diagram is from the parsed outputs of the RFX parsing agent and the clarification agent. First, it searches through the knowledge base and also parallelly searches through the MCP server, which is available for the relevant similar AWS architecture templates, and identifies the most similar template based on similarity scores and generates the AWS architecture diagram. Finally, the pricing and funding agent takes control and goes through the architecture diagram on the outputs from RFX parsing agent and clarification agent and gives us a pricing and funding estimate. Finally, the SOW drafting agent collects all the outputs from all the other agents and makes a final draft of the SOW. Let's see how RFP works now. After filling in the answers for the clarification questions, we click on Continue to Results to identify all the AWS architecture diagram generated. So this is the sample architecture diagram, which is given by our AWS architecture diagram agent. And this is the pricing summary of estimates of the AWS architecture diagram, which is used. So this application also allows us to download the SOW document, which is in the docs format. This is our final statement of work, which is written from the orchestrator agents. We find all the deliverables objectives on this file. As we hosted our orchestrator agent and agent code, we can also observe the latency, the invocation count, the token counts using TogWatch logs, which is also a functionality of GenAI observability. And it also gives us a list of invocations that are happening for this orchestrator agent. We are also working on with the chatbot function, wherein we can interact with the agent and further improvise the SOWs. Thank you.